Hello ladies and gentlemen, SeKo Caffeine Craft casting a few morning games here. This time we've got some more Team Story Cup action. Ryung versus Sniper from MVP. Now I've been waiting a couple of days for some more replays to come out. Just seems to be a little bit dry lately, so I'm glad we got a couple more top pro replays to take a look at. Favorite matchup, of course, Terran versus Zerg. Speed up a little bit here at the beginning, see if anything super cray happens. I'm not going to be expecting it as such. Two very established Korean pro players. We do have the early scout, but from Sniper, it appears he just wants to see if whether or not it's going to be a command center first, which is what I'm assuming it is. See, now I think the drone. I'd have to do some testing, but I think that... slow down. I think the drone wins. He's chasing him out a long way because it's very easy... Wow, that's pretty delayed. Anyways, chase that guy a long ways there. I thought that was kind of funny. We're not going to see an early third before the spawning pool. It's kind of risky to do that. I don't see it very often. Guy's coming back in to see what's going to go on. He's going to be a dick? No, he's not going to be a dick. I know that Sean drones love being a dick. Love running in there and trying to put pressure on players. Because if you get somebody who's amateur enough, as anybody's seen some of my replays, if you get that snipe on that SCV or two, oh man, you throw your opponent off so much. Then I usually just go for a roach bust and kill them. Bit of a supply block going on right now for Ryung. Just a little surprising. I guess he's just going to wait for the command center to finish rather than build another one. My computer is failing me. You're a failure, computer. Once again, I'm quite interested in knowing why Zerg players don't really park one or two overlords over there. I do see a lot of pro players go for a starport and one Viking to be able to go shoot them down, but it's just as likely that they're going to make one medevac and go for a drop and kill half your shit. So I don't know exactly why that's the case. Two lings out just to harass that there SCV. Queen's about to pop. Good bit of a lead right now for Sniper, but obviously now that the second command center is finished with double mules, oh excuse me, he's going to be able to macro up pretty fast. I'm going to start to play a little bit more Terran lately as well. I like how he's microing against the block, just in case it gets away from him. I've been playing more as Terran lately just because I've been finding myself become more successful at it. I don't like losing. If you guys like losing, that's fine with you, but I don't like losing. If I go for a Terran player, I'm usually leaving the command center on the high ground to be able to pump out more and more SCVs for the main base. Oh, double factory. Whereas in this case, you know, we're going to be able to start mining from the ground just as fast. And I should probably pay attention and use something of that nature. There's no pressure coming out from Sniper there, but how hard would it have been for him to maybe throw down a really fast roach war and come over here and just crash this whole party? I've done that with just maybe 12 to 16 speedlings. You come in, you can shut this down completely. They'll be there about the same time these hellions get out. So you'd really have to cut a lot to get that speed. So I can see why most players won't do that. They'll rather just go for that fast expand on the low ground. And I'm rambling about my own problems, which you guys don't have to care about. I think he's going to get that overlord before it sees the other factory. Should be able to at least. He's trying really hard. He's trying really hard. Oh, I love watching the first person point of view of these guys. So he didn't get to see if it was bio or it was mech. He did see that this factory was, you know, rack doing out something. Looks like he's just going to go control watchtowers for the time being. And that's fine, that's just pretty standard at this point. But he's going into even more hellions. Is it blue flame? Yes, it is blue flame. I love this build. I've been doing it a lot lately. Usually I delay my command center though and get my hellions out even faster. We do have the third base going down. Ryung almost certainly is not going to be able to hold that. Sorry, Ryung. Sniper is not going to hold that. Good creep spread happening from him though, so that should help. Third command center, nice and smart. I love doing this. 2 reactor, 1 tech lab to get out the blue flame. You'll have about 9 to 10 hellions by the time that blue flame is done, and you're going to be able to go and just mess. You'll be able to just run right by and kill everything. There is some attempt at a wall off with those lings, but there's no roaches, there's no crawlers. The queens aren't in the position to defend it. Those drones a little mistimed there by sniper. So we're going to see how much damage he can get done. He's got 4, 6, and he's going to have 3 more pops. So he's going to be exactly at 9 when it finishes. Man, am I good or what? Once again, you can't really scout much inside of Ryung's base if you run in there. He kept it all buried on one side. So there go the 9 hellions. Oh, there's even more than 9. That is what I would call a fuck ton. There is at least a single fuck ton. He delayed too much. He would have almost got in there to take that out. Now, what is it that Sniper's going to do about this? I'm not exactly sure. These lings are just going to die horrible, horrible deaths. All the queens are going to go down. He's lost 3 queens already. This is a full wall off though. The crawler will get up. He's getting hit in the back here. Even more hellions coming in to pressure this base, which is really smart. Let's check out the front though. The wall did go down. There are banelings out now. You gotta be very careful. You can probably take out that crawler. Back away. Oh, great cleanup by Sniper. I think Ryung got a little greedy there. If we look at the units killed though, he got 8 workers out of that. You know, lots of lings killed and a few queens. So I still think it was effective. But he threw away something like 13 or 15 hellions on that one attack. Very aggressive lings out here. Ooh, good hits. Yeah, you just lost a whole bunch more shit. I am kind of surprised we haven't seen anything else different out of Sniper. He does have the ability to wall off really fast, putting down the crawler. But with the amount of hellions that are out here, I would be expecting him to be controlling the watchtower at the same time. You would be able to go and take a lot of damage while you're doing that. Creep spread is really going to help out Sniper a lot. Pause, sorry, go. Right on. The banelings, they don't have speed yet. Speed isn't even on the way. 2-2 is on the way, which is good. It looks like there's bio behind this. Yes, there is. I didn't even see that. Bio transition after the mech, so we'll probably go see Marine Hellbat, I'm thinking. We haven't seen any mines yet come out. Just pressuring the front of the creeps. Plural creeps, as opposed to singular creeps. They're not really going to go too far out there. These speedlings will get us around on them pretty easy. And he doesn't want to lose map control without a fight. Third base is down. It is an orbital. Building the supply depot wall offs to make things a little bit harder for the Zergling run-bys. That's a good overseer. It looks like it's going to die, but it did get a chance to see that it is a bio transition coming after this. So his Ling Baneling should work out just fine. Those mutas, I don't think are going to be super effective other than shutting down drops and taking care of the hellions on the map. It's an interesting spot for the 4th base. I think that Sniper's anticipating a longer game, wants to be able to expand more safely in the future, potentially. These bases get taken so late, I find. Good little army, just wants to clean up the creep. There isn't anything to surround right now. I don't think that Sniper's going to go in to take this out. Medevacs are here to be able to escape quickly if need be, and they pull back after taking out some creep. In come the mutas, but they're really not going to get much done other than that particular supply depot. Pressuring the 4th base right now. Oh, there are mines I heard go down. I don't know if Sniper knows about those. If you're really, really slick, you can run and drag mines. Let's see how good the mine hit is. Nope, hasn't triggered yet. That mine's got to go down as well. Lots of mines out here. This is really cool, but this is ballsy. If you get caught with a bunch of lings running into your mines and dragging, you could just lose your whole army. I think he did manage to snipe one of those mines out. I'm surprised that Sniper hasn't tried some speedling run-bys into the mines. Not too sure what that scan was all about, unless you really wanted to try and get more creep. Oh! Nice hit from that mine. I think that Sniper will clean this up, but he did end up losing quite a bit of stuff as well. Medevac's going to try and boost out of there. I don't think they're going to make it. No, not particularly if you're going to keep running them. Oh, give me a break. The mines do get cleared up. They got quite a bit of damage in, but that was most of Ryung's army. He doesn't really have anything great to be able to push out with now after that. And he doesn't have a fourth base ready to move out onto its next spot either. Good mutas, lots of banelings morphing in right now, mostly for defense. I'm not thinking Sniper's going to be putting on any pressure in the near future. 3-3, I would expect to be on the way, but he must not be... Yeah, he's not at Hive Tech yet. Coffee. Keeping up on the injects. Like a boss. Another little bit of an army moving out with the Widow Mines as support. I think all Ryung is doing right now is kind of posturing to make sure that the Zerg doesn't feel too comfortable on the map. But this really isn't that much for an army. He's putting a lot of trust in these here Widow Mines, which are fine. They're good. Sniper does know that Ryung hasn't expanded yet, so he should feel pretty confident with the base that he's got. Stims aren't really getting the kills on any of these Mutalisks, and they're going to regenerate their health really fast now afterwards. Bunch of banelings. Look like he's going for a big surround. Here come the Widow Mines, though. I just don't think they were good enough. He's trying to fall back here, but this is a rout. Get those mines down. 3-3 is on the way for the Terran right now, so he will be in a good spot. Oh, a good mine hit on those banelings there. That turned out really well. I don't know if Ryung is focus firing down. Oh, boy. I don't know if Ryung's been target firing his mines. It's super tough to do. I've tried it. It's really not that easy. Still in it, but he's quite a bit behind right now. Sniper isn't making any more economy. He's got all the economy he needs. He's throwing down a little bit of defenses. Nothing in the main though. Well, we've got one spine. Well, with all these mutas out, there really hasn't been any drops happening by the Terran player. It's been too difficult. Oh, just as I say that, looks like he is going to go for a Spinamaroo drop around the top. Is he going to be able to pick off that mine? Yeah, he gets one of the mines there. I like the idea of leaving a mine or two just kicking around in awkward spots where the mutas can fly in. I mean, they usually fly not super clumped up, but something I'm going to get into is if I have a missile turret, putting a mine just behind it, so when the mutas go after the missile turret, they clump up really heavy around it. Mines are so good against mutas. They don't have a lot of health. He's going to get this planetary, but he's going to lose a lot of stuff in doing so. No, don't lose the SUVs. So, did lose the command center. Quite a bit of an investment by Sniper in doing that, but keeping the Terran back on just, 3 bases is pretty important to the late game plan here. Maxed out Sniper. Nice burying to make sure what's going on at every base. Doesn't see this base, but I'm sure he's pretty safe in assuming it's not there yet. Widow Mines are nicely spread out all over the place. I know that the Widow Mine is like the new tank. It's got the splash damage, it's got that ability. But I still like having the tanks as part of that army. It's just so difficult to... If you don't get those good mine shots, you're just left high and dry. It takes so long for them to recharge that you're really committing a lot into hoping that those mines hit. Ryung is almost maxed out now. Sniper really has let him do that. The tech really is quite delayed out of Sniper right now. Maybe he hoped to actually kill the Terran beforehand. Are those? I thought I saw ghosts in there for some reason. Good Widow Mine hits. But there's still quite a bit of army behind this for Ryung. having the Marauders in there is tanking a lot of the hits. I think Sniper saw those mines go down, so he's not going to push in there just yet. More Marines. Uh-oh. Oh, those Widow Mines had already triggered on the Zerglings, otherwise that probably would have been pretty damaging. So once again, Sniper committed a lot into that attack. Ryung will be expanding once again. I think these guys are going to go in to go for a little harassment damage. Once again, there's no mines or anything on the back to be able to at least pepper the Zerg player. So this looks like, oh, there's a drop at the same time in the north. That's going to get cleaned up. This, on the other hand, looks like it's going to get a fair bit of damage in. He does have the Overseer there to look for mines, but that was so far behind that the mines would have gotten the damage in if they were going to. Big push at the front. I mean, if you can't... Oh. Whoa, mine hit. I want to see how many kills that mine got. That was a great hit. I heard mines go down, but it doesn't look like any of them managed to hit the mutas. Sniper's had great muta control this whole game, but he's not really been able to take a really dominant stance for the last little while. He has... He's got to get rid of that Zergling down there. Scanny, scanny. I do like that Sniper keeps putting on the pressure with all of these mutas. They've got to be doing something, right? If you're not going to be getting damage in, you're just kind of spending on them and not getting the value out. Pretty damaged, but they're going to pull back, heal up. This base is going to be the next target for these mutas. I'm surprised that Ryung hasn't anticipated this. Oh, he's going to get the one mine down. Nope, didn't get the hit off. All Sniper's really going to do is bounce back and forth with those mutas to try to distract the Terran, and all the while try to push into the front with a major attack. Gotta get those mines down. Is he going to trade his banelings into the command center? Ryung still keeping... Ooh. I think he managed to pick off the Widow... No, the Widow Mine must have hit. Look at the health on those mutas. The Widow Mine must have hit those. They are in the deep Chicago deep dish pizza. That's what they're in right now. We did hear some good mine hits off to one side. He cancels and lifts. He doesn't want to risk losing that command center. He's going to lose some of his SCVs. That's fine. But he needs that command center. I don't think he's got another one he can use just yet. Wow, that's a lot of mines stacked up in one spot. You see the really small... Ooh. Oh, yes. Looked like these guys had all triggered. Burrowed banelings, really smart. Looks like Sniper wants to play the same battle that Ryung is. Oh, let's look at the losses here. 533 kills. That's pretty big. Where is the actual resources lost? Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought it would be for the Zerg player. I thought he'd have lost a higher number than the Terran. This planetary looks like it will get up. Good interception. But you can see those mutas are already trying to get back to a pretty good health. I don't know, Sniper really hasn't had a great late game. It looks like he's going to move into his Ultralisks. So his upgrades are still going to count for it. But with this Marine Marauder, I think Ryung should be able to deal with this if he keeps macroing out good. Infestor Tech coming out as well. Let's see if these guys are going to pop in. There's still Marines in the bunker. I don't know if that's going to supply block Ryung. No, it hasn't. These guys need to move. That is a ton of SCVs in one spot. And it's really interesting that this base is quite delayed. I think Sniper didn't really anticipate this game going as long as I originally thought he did. He hasn't taken the map really good. He hasn't taken these extra bases. He hasn't put up tons of spines and spores just as a defense. Ryung now can put the pressure back on the Zerg player, and that's really effective. Now he shows off the Ultralisks. He doesn't even have a big supply bank at the end. He's getting himself supply blocked almost here every time. Mine hits coming out. Oh, those were some really good hits. Almost all the banelings are gone now. Oh boy. I'm loving how these mines are working. It looks like Ryung's taking a lot of damage right now. He's losing a lot of army. But he traded so cost effectively, I feel, against that. But I think that that Ultralisk switch... I mean, they're pretty badly beat up right now. There's only one left. And he does save his medevacs, which is important. But there's no mines or anything to fall back on around here. That was a big commitment out of Sniper. His bank is gone other than his gas. But Ryung doesn't have a bank. He's in a bit of a tough spot right now. Flying around with the Overseers to check for mines. Thing about it is he'll run into the mines before they shoot, I'm pretty sure. There's not enough mutas there, I think, to just take them out real fast. Uh-oh, don't lose all of your medevacs. Don't lose the medevacs. He is going to be moving. I think that's his main command center. Nope, he's got another one he's moving over. Once again, I think Sniper's giving a bit of an opportunity for Ryung to maybe get back into this. If he gets himself a little bit more time. The Planetary is going to help keep this base alive. Plenty of gas right now for Ryung, so he's not too worried about taking the gas right away. Getting the mine down. This mine maybe isn't in the best position. Good hit. Those guys are in a lot of red health right now. So those are pretty much done for. If we look at what he's building up behind this, a big pile of Ultralisks. Looks like he's going to try to push in for the win here pretty soon. I think it's really smart. He's going to need to do that. So the mine hit. Oh, yes. He is pulling a lot of Ryung's army out to one side. If he had Widow Mines down here, I think he might be able to do better. There's a nice burrowed Zergling there to be able to tell where the army is at. I think this army is going to crush it, though. This might be the end. And he goes into this. Banelings need to be targeted down by the Planetary if possible. That is a pretty good sized bio army, but they are really on the run back now. Good hit on the Widow Mine there to take out the Banelings. Sniper's keeping up in supply. Ryung's all the way back to his main. Lots of Banelings still in here though. He's got to be very careful about that. I don't think that Sniper wants to push up into here. The Banelings are being disguised in the back. Good hit. I think this is probably the end for Ryung. If he can't hold his front, the production facility is going to fall. And there's the GG. It looks like he tried to go for a drop. But, that was a pretty good game. I think Sniper had the upper hand for a long time, but it took him a long time to close that out. I just don't think he played well enough for the late game in that one. Anyways, off to some more games from Team Story Cup. I hope you guys enjoyed that.